Okay. What's your number one?
You already said it. Made me so mad. I
What?
Won't Be Down remix is my number one. Because I think even the regular version would have been a number one pick, but that remix,
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to, look, that people that know me and are listening to this know I have posted that song many times on my story. I just love that song. But the 90s hip hop women, and they all killed it. Not one verse am I like, eh, she did all right. Like, and it just screams 90s. Like, if I had to pick a handful of songs that
Mm-hmm.
like represent women of the 90s, that's definitely one of them, if not the song, because it's just,
Yeah, that's like quintessential 90s
yeah,
right there. Yeah.
I will listen to that song every day. Like,
I
so
thought you might have that on your
the duet
yeah,
feature, it was close, but
same
no,
with me.
that's my number one Brandy song. So no,
Good. Okay. Sorry I took it, but okay.
it's all right. That's why I didn't comment too much when you said.
Oh, okay. It's a good song. I don't know what to say. I don't have anything else extra to say on top of that.
Yep.
All right. So, my number one, again, if anybody listens to me, you would not be surprised at this because I've said this before, but my all time favorite Brandy song is Put That on Everything from Never Say Never. Just done. Just
Yeah.
drop the mic. That girl, Baby Brand, I'm telling you, baby, whatever Baby Brand, whatever they put before her to sing and said, put your soul into it,
Mm-hmm.
she did it.
Yep.
Like,
That's a
and
good.
it made it believable from a teenager.
Mhm.
Like, you're
Yeah,
like, yes. Like,
that's a
I
good.
believe everything you're saying. Yes, put that on everything. Yes, I love that song. That is just my all-time favorite, which is what puts Never Say Never as one of my top albums, just because that song is on it.
Right.
It carries the whole album for me. So I love that
Okay.
one. All right, so that's our top 10, our favorite. I took a couple from Britt, so I got her back from the TLC one, and she ain't have no backups. I
Nope.
can't believe that she ain't
Not
had
this
no
time.
backups this time.
Not this
So,
time. What's your
my
honorables? Yeah, let's do
you
these
said what?
honorables. Your
You said
honorables. Do them.
oh, so my well, one is just I have to make a point about this song. The song is called Focus. And I don't even listen. I listen to the song, but like the way she starts this song off catches your attention right away. I
Mhm.
had to just like give the lyrics. She says, "Should anybody ask for me, tell them I'll be right back in a real short time. It's just that I've lost my mind and I gotta find it." Like, ooh, I was like, Brandy, get out of my face with that. Cause are you are you for real? Like that's at that time I was going through some stuff. So I'm like, yes, because sometimes you're just like in the thick of stuff and you can't deal with
Yep.
the outside. You kind of
Yep.
just gotta, you're kind of like on autopilot. You gotta just go through the motions. And I'm sorry to my friends. I'm sorry to other people. Like I need time because I lost it. Like I need time to get myself back.
Yep.
And that's what that song is about. So I'm like, oh, Brandy,
Yep.
seriously,
That is
you're
the one. It
crazy.
almost made my list, but like I said, I got to overthinking.
Yeah. And my real one that should have been on the list that I messed up and left it off the list is Love Wouldn't Count Me Out.
Another good one.
Because you used to say you couldn't breathe without me, but now it seems you're better without me. So
Yep.
so were you lying the whole time or what are we doing? Because love wouldn't count me out. I was like, Brent, girl, if you, I'm gonna throw my shoe at you. Because if you don't,
Shoot at you. She tells a story. That's one reason why I like her stuff. Because,
hmm
like I said earlier, you can picture it, and most of it's relatable.
when she said, if your vow didn't mean it, then why did you say it?
Mm-hmm.
If you're, I was like, I'm not even married, but I feel that because I'm mad. Like I was going through a time, y'all. It was a bad situation that I was dealing with, and the breakup was not good. And I made a playlist of all these breakup songs, and this was on it. Like,
Yep.
remember how you used to say all this good stuff, and now I'm the bad guy? Like,
Right.
what happened to that person that was like, I ain't gonna tell all my business on here. We're not here for that. Let me bring it back.
I've
But
been. I promise you. You can ask 12 Kyle. He just got a whole earful the last couple of days because we were discussing that type of topic. Yeah.
yeah, so she got me in my feelings with that.
Yeah. But going
Yeah.
back to her song music, that
Yeah.
music is that. It's life.
Right.
So
Ooh,
I think an artist is not a good artist if they can't get you that way.
right. That's true. Their story, really, musicians are storytellers.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends if they can take you there, whether they have lyrics or not. Because sometimes just instrumentals can take you
Yeah.
to a
Yeah.
place.
Yep.
So if they can do that right, they're good artists. It's the
Exactly.
ones that's just saying nonsense that they don't even know what they're talking about and they just want to be hot is the ones that don't get me. Like I
Yep.
have to connect to whatever it is, you know?
Exactly.
So,
Agreed.
all right, enough about my old lady rant. Let's get to these duets. I'm excited to see. I'm gonna play these songs. I'm gonna play a little bit of them.
Okay.
So you let me know what it is, and then I'll try to find it and play a little bit of it. So, what you said you had two,
I
right?
have to.
Okay, so
I
you
have
might
no.
have what I have. So we'll see
I
what you
have
get.
no backups. I only have two.
I I have, believe it or oh wait, no, I got three. So I got I got a backup, but go ahead because I thought you might have one that I might have.
I probably do. Well, you know what? You surprised me on this one, so maybe not. I might not have one.
I did a lot of deep cuts.
Okay, I did not.
Okay.
At least to me, it's not deep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the semi-deep. Missing you
Oh.
with Shaka and Tamia.
Oh. Can I tell you? I don't like this song, and it's not for the reasons that you think. This is from a traumatizing movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's from
It's
the end of, if anyone's seen it, y'all should have seen it. It's a cult classic. Set It Off.
off. Yep.
And it is at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert. If y'all haven't seen it by now, everybody dies except for one person. And they're playing this song and it makes me so sad. So I don't like listening to it because I'm like, oh, like, ugh.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
I get it.
heard the song before I saw the movie, so I didn't really tie it.
Oh,
But for me, I mean, it is a sad song, regardless. Because
yeah,
if
yeah.
you didn't see the movie, if you miss somebody, you're going to relate to it. If you miss a loved one, you relate to it. But I love the fact that you have two really strong voices. Not saying Brandy's voice isn't strong, but she's more subtle, soft, along with
Yeah.
Tamia. And the other two got these strong. They just sound so good together. On top of that, and then that's what makes me want to cry. Is the lyrics,
Yeah.
like we were talking about? It's the lyrics, and then the sound.
Yeah.
Please, I'm in
It's
somebody's
like,
church somewhere. Like,
but again, you also have two newer artists with two
right,
legends in the game. You got
right.
Tamia and Brandy on there with Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight. Who says they can do what new artist do you know will is doing a song with an older artist? It's
Mhm.
like Kelly and Patti LaBelle
Yep.
when they did that. Well, she really wasn't on it. She just did a sample of
Yeah.
her song, but they were in the video together. But it's something like that, like a newer artist with an older artist like that, a legend, Shaka Khan and Gladys Knight. So I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I'm gonna try not to like get in my feelings because I literally I hear this song and I turn it off because I'm like I cannot like I don't even watch the end of Set It Off anymore. Like I'll
I don't
stop
even. There's
right
a lot of
before.
movies where they end like that. Hood classic,
Yeah,
Boys in the
hood
Hood.
classics.
Not this
I don't need the trauma.
right.
Like I'm good, but Here is a little bit of Missing You.
I'm missing you. Oh, who would've known that you'd have to go so suddenly, so fast?
I had to stop it before
It
I get
sounds so
emotional.
But for a
Oops,
sad song,
sorry.
it
Hold on.
sounds so pretty.
Sorry. I had you on mute. Go ahead.
You're fine. But for a sad song, it sounds so pretty
Oh, yeah.
because their voice is just. But it is.
Tamia is another one that is,
I
I can
love
listen to
it.
her sing all
I
day
love
long.
it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh, okay. Okay. I guess I'll go next. Let me put that, pause it. I'm going to do It All Belongs to Me. This was a duet she did with Monica. Now, everybody knows The Boy Is Mine. That's a
Right.
huge hit.
Mhm.
But they came back together. I don't remember what year this was, but I want to say this was on Monica's album. But yeah, they came back together and did this song, It All Belongs to Me. And I remember listening to it saying, it's kind of dated because they were talking about Facebook and MacBook, and I'm like, those things aren't going to be around, and whenever in years to come. And then like literally 2023, we still have Facebook, and
Yep.
people still use MacBook, so it actually is super relevant. But I love it because it's pretty much it's like a get out of my house, pretty much get out of my house. All that stuff belongs to me. So if you're leaving, take what you came with and go, and leave everything else
The
where it
words of
was.
Angela Bassett, take your shit.
Take your shit and get out. So we'll hear a little bit of it all belongs to me. I don't know if many people remember this, but let me see what year, if I can see what year this came out. Let me see credits
That
before
was
we get to it.
2012.
2012.
Mhm.
So long ago. What is that? 11 years ago.
12? Let's see. 8, 9.
It was 12
Yeah.
and we're in 23. So
Yeah.
yeah, long time ago. But yeah, this is. I'm trying to get to the song because this is back in the day when they still did intros. Where they'll
Mhm.
be just playing music or humming until the
The good
verse
old
came in. So here is Brandy and Monica. It all belongs to me.
I feel like I'm about to hurt myself, and I don't wanna do it, baby. I've been loving you so hard, and the way you act ain't been no help. No, 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 sugar.
It all belongs to me. Put it back.
So since we got Brandy and Monica there,
Okay,
let me
okay,
question:
okay.
are you Team Brandy or are you Team Monica?
I'm
If you
I
got to pick
love them both, but I'm picking Brandy.
one. Okay.
I'm picking Brandy. I have to. Speaking of that, I couldn't. Let me tell y'all something, because Britt always comes with the shirt. She always has a shirt to match whatever we're talking about,
This
and
time.
I only have. I go to concerts, so I get shirts from there. I don't really buy like extra stuff like that. I have this Brandy versus Monica shirt here. Like it says Brandy versus Monica on the back. It says Monica versus Brandy. It was from their verses. Let me tell y'all something. They did their verses. It was during the pandemic because that's how verses started, right? So
Yep.
I was getting in some of the best shape of my life. For some reason, I bought a small, right? I don't remember being able to fit this, but I could fit it and it was fine. It's a small. I tried to put this shirt on, and when I tell you, it was like stretched. You couldn't even see. You could see their faces. I'm like, I'm not putting this. I'm not getting no camera like this. So I'm just gonna show the people that I got the shirt that I was repping for Brandy, but I can't fit. What made me buy a small shirt? I don't even remember being this size in order to fit it. Needless to say, the pandemic has happened, and I am no longer. I can't get an arm in this shirt, so thank you to the pandemic.
Shit happens. Okay.
I'm gonna get back. I may not get back to small because I don't know why I bought this in the first place. I usually just wear mediums, but and it doesn't have any give. This is one of those shirts that's not
Yeah.
like it's like
No
tight
sweat.
already. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to let Britt know I do have a shirt, but I'm Team Brandy all day.
I did not have a shirt for this occasion. But I am Team Monica. I like Brandy,
Oh,
but something about Monica's voice. She got that
ooh.
deep, like, I'm gonna beat your ass if you fuck
Yeah,
with her voice.
she's hood. Yeah, and she
Oh,
actually did. Well, I mean, she fought. I mean, she didn't fight Brandy, but
she damn near
she
fought.
knocked her around a couple
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
And Brandy said it like they're all good now, but she was like,
yeah,
you did hit me."
yeah.
So
'Cause Monica's a thug.
yeah,
She's a
they
thug with,
call her. What do they call her? Gunica.
yeah.
Gunica.
But aside from that,
All
like,
right.
yeah.
No, I do Monica's first two albums.
Oh my god.
Maybe the first three, but definitely the first two.
Yeah. I think I like more Monica albums than I do Brandy.
What really?
Yeah, I think
Well,
so.
we might have a top 10 Monica. We'll see. We'll talk
Maybe.
about it offline, people,
But I
but
know
we'll maybe.
a lot of people debate them too. You
Yeah.
know, so I figured it was Brandy for you, but I think
Brandy sounded more like me. Like I can get my tone to match her, so I felt like I sounded like her more than Monica. So I went with Brandy.
okay.
All right. What's your other one?
My other one is not a deep cut.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you to tell me you didn't really like this song either, but Broken Hearted.
I knew it. I knew you were going for that. I knew it.
They sound so good together. And once again, the 90s. Just
Hmm.
but yeah, I'm going with Broken Hearted.
I don't hate it. I like the song. I just like the one with him not on it better. Wait, that sounded weird. I like the song. I just like her solo one because I heard that one first before. Like when I heard she was gonna drop Broken Heart, I'm like, oh, I can't wait. And then it was her and Wanye.
Yeah.
So I mean, Wanye can sing the
Yeah.
house down, so I'm not mad at it. It is a good song. I felt like her runs, for me, that's what I listened to. She sounded better. The runs were better when she was solo than she did because Wanye's there. So who's gonna do
Yeah.
most of that is gonna be Wanye. So-
Yeah.
okay, so here is Broken Hearted. Let me skip a little bit ahead.
I'm young, but I'm wise enough to know that you don't fall in love overnight.
I almost let that keep playing. I like when they do the bridge together.
Yes.
I like that.
That's the best
Um,
part.
yeah, they sped it up a little bit, so it's a little faster than the original version. But I like the song; it's good. I actually have. I just realized I have an honorable mention for this one too. But I'm gonna. I think because this one I don't really consider a duet. Really, it is a duet because it's her and somebody else. But I felt like she is her song, and I'm not recognizing the other person that's on the song, even though he sounds good on it. I'm like, this is Brandy's song, and it actually is on her album. The song is called "Love Again," and it's with Daniel Caesar. And Daniel Caesar sounds great.
I almost picked that one.
So when you hear Brandy come into this song, I remember when this first came out, my friend was like, Brandy has a new song with Daniel Caesar. And I'm like, okay, I got to listen to it. I stopped that song when I heard Brandy's voice because she, like, soon as she came in, I had goosebumps. That's how she took over the song to me. So I'm gonna play a little bit of it. This is Love Again. Daniel starts it. I'm gonna play it from the beginning because Daniel starts it, but when you hear Brandy come in, it's just it's it's magic to me. I don't know. Here is Love Again by Brandy, and Daniel Caesar is on it as well.
You don't even say what's up. Round your boys, you act so tough. Like you never been in love. If you don't quit acting up, alone is where you don't end up. I promise. You make things.
I got goosies just listening to that. When she came in on that verse, that's why I should have started. When she came in on that verse, I said, Brandy is back. Like she been missing for a little bit, but she came back to let the people know that she's still around. So
Is.
okay, so that was my favorite duet, quote unquote duet by Brandy. And then I have another one that I was gonna put on. It's not really a real. It is a real song, but it's not. But I thought this was so cute because if anybody knows anything about Brandy, you know she is the child, the student, the protege of Whitney Houston. Like she loved Whitney, everything about Whitney. And to me, when I think about Brandy, if you listen to her sing, you can tell the run she does, the way she sings, some of the notes that she does, even though she has a lower register than Whitney, it's Whitney. Like if you listen to it, it's Whitney. And she has the skill. Like nobody can be Whitney, but if there was someone that came close to like not want to say mimicking her voice, but just as coming close to that, is
her.
Brandy. Now Deborah Cox sings Whitney as Whitney in the movies. So she sounds just like her too. But Brandy being like a student or like her protege and Whitney worked with her, you can hear that.
Yep.
And like wonder. So I had to pick Whitney Houston and Brandy doing Impossible. That was not like a real song, it was just off the Cinderella soundtrack that they did together.
It counts.
But I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I don't even know where it's gonna start, but I just thought this was cute. So I'll see what it is here.
Impossible, 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 impossible.
So that was just a little bit of the Cinderella with Brandy in mind. I thought that was so cute because that's
I like
what her
watching-
idol was.
Yeah, and I like watching the behind the scenes of them doing that.
Oh
You
yeah,
watch
so funny.
together. Yeah.
Whitney was like, "Why are you down there? What are you doing?" And Brandy was like, "La, impossible. What are you doing down there? Come up."
Yeah, that was.
I love that. That's cute. But yeah, Brandy is to me like you can listen, the more you listen to her, especially in her early years as a 14, 15-year-old, you can tell she really modeled her voice after her, and she has the skill to do so.
Right.
Now she grew up and kind of became her own. It wasn't like this is Whitney's person. This is now Brandy, and she has her own sound, but you can tell in the earlier years she definitely modeled herself after Whitney, which is not a bad thing. That's somebody that to look up to.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I think that's all we have with that. We didn't do videos this time, so hopefully again, y'all, please drop your comments below. Thank y'all also for checking out our series. I mean, again, I've been checking YouTube more often than I check like the audio, and people have been watching, and I'll get some comments and things like that. So drop your top 10s or your favorite songs in the comments. Let us know. Catch us on social media. But I'm gonna turn it over to Britt
Oh Lord.
so she can tell us, get us ready. Well, by the time you hear this, she'll have some episodes under her belt. But tell us,
Ready.
for those that don't know nothing about it, tell us about the podcast, what it's about, and what they can expect.
Okay. Well, once again, it is. I can talk about this all day. I did an intro episode. It's just 2 minutes because I was trying to just make sure I was up on all platforms and running. Um, by the time you hear this, once again, it'll be like a couple episodes in. But my first official episode drops tomorrow. And it's gonna be about anything I want to talk about that I can talk about all day, like what we're doing right now. Mostly music, but I'm trying to steer away from anything negative. I don't want it to be where I'm complaining about something. I'm sure it's going to happen,
Yeah.
but I don't want that to be what I talk about. It's going to be music, life, um, parenting, anything. But so, for example, the one that's dropping tomorrow, it's a good chunk of music, but um, put it out there. I also had to tackle on some podcast beef with good old BTG.
Oh
To be
God.
some podcast beef going. Oh, he started it. I don't know if you heard his episode last week, but he told a story about us back in the day, about 50, 11 years ago.
Uh-huh.
He lied on me in his story. He had a guest on and he was lying on me. So,
Oh, I didn't finish that. I saw your tweet, but
yeah.
I didn't finish the
So,
episode yet. Okay.
the episode that dropped, my episode was ready to go, all about music and
Uh-huh.
what it means to me and all that. And then he did that. And
Oh,
so,
it's your beef. It's not our beef.
no, no, no.
Okay,
That's
good. I
y'all's
thought
thing.
he was still talking. I thought he was still talking,
No, that's y'all's
bumping
thing.
his gums. Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's y'all's thing. But he lied
Okay.
on me
Uh-oh.
and put blame on me. And so
Uh-oh.
I had to tackle that on at the end. So there'll be some podcast beef as well. But
Mhm.
it's all fun and shit talking on
Yeah.
my podcast. And there'll be room to interact. And I plan on having you on there, BTG, 12 Kyle, whoever else comes along. But we'll be
Mhm.
doing all that on my show too. I'm trying to get used to everything and how this operates. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Good. Well, I want to say I am so happy and proud that you are releasing this. I know it's been in the works for a while, but I know I'm not the only one that's been like, girl, you've been on everybody else's stuff.
I
Like,
know.
you need to have your own
It was
because
fun
you have a
catching
voice.
everybody else's. Now I got to do the work.
Because I kept saying, like, she doesn't have a podcast. Because I first heard you on Baylor's podcast. So I was like, oh, who is this? So I was like, you know, when they say, how can we follow you or you find, he usually at you. So I'm clicking on it, like, she doesn't have anything. Who is this? Just a friend of his? And then you
Yep.
end up on Kyle's podcast. I'm like, okay, wait. So this is just a regular person who's a friend
Yep.
of Baylor's and now is on Kyle's
I just
podcast too.
I just crashed podcasts.
And then when Baylor was like, you and her need to get together, y'all got to do something. I was like, okay, she's on my podcast, she's on Kyle's podcast, she's on Baylor's. You need to go and do your own thing as well. So, I mean, I still want you on my podcast, but
Oh yeah,
I'm
I
happy
plan on.
that you are
Mhm,
branching out and doing your own thing because it's room for all of us out here.
mhm.
So,
And
everyone's point of view matters.
it's like listening to other people's podcasts. You either find out stuff you don't know, you come across music you didn't know existed. Because I'm sure we dropped gems that people didn't even know were out there.
Hmm.
Uh, and it's fun to hear other people's personal stories. Like if you go all the way back in all the many episodes I've been on with BTG, you hear like, because we're friends in real life, so you hear us
Yeah.
talk shit, stuff we've done, gone through, or whatever, and it's just funny to hear it.
Hmm.
So yeah, and then you have something you can leave behind. People can always go back to it when my son's older, because I don't think
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to it. But he's older, you can be like, "Oh, this is my mom,"
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah,
Yeah. I'm excited. I can't wait to listen to the one tomorrow. And I guess I need to go listen to Baylor's, finish listening to his first so I know what this
yeah,
beef is
get
about.
that version of the story, get his version, and then come listen to the truth tomorrow. Because
Baylor has always has his version of the story. Like he thought or thinks that he's winning his R&B thing and he's not.
mm-mm.
But I mean, If he has to go through all my friends, I'm sure you're listening, Baylor. I'm happy that you're contacting all my friends and all the people that I know to send me a message, but I'm telling you to put it on wax. That's
Yeah.
all I'm
And
saying.
he gonna put me in the mix by sending me your shirt because
I
he don't want to
know.
send it to you.
I didn't even know I was getting a shirt. I had to find that out by what? Listening to another podcast. And I'm like, what?
I knew you were getting a shirt, and then he
Mm.
hit me up. He's like, "Look, I'm still beefing. I'm gonna send you her shirt, and
Oh my
you
God.
send it to her because I ain't doing it."
It's no beef. It's a one-sided beef. I'm just playing music. That's all I'm doing.
Oh my
But
god.
tell the people where they can find you.
On Twitter, it is Brittany18. Trying to figure out what I want to do as far as an IG. If that for my
Mhm.
podcast, I don't have that info for you yet. But
Okay.
otherwise, the podcast I can talk about this all day.
All right. Check that out. And me, of course, hopefully you have been watching or listening. My eye is itching, sorry. Watching and listening and checking out my YouTube. I'm trying to grow my YouTube, y'all. So if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. I call it the JSpotNetwork. Is everything J Book produces. So it doesn't matter if it's J's Quick 3, if I'm talking sports, if I'm doing music specials like this one, if I'm watching videos, reacting to that, all that's on there. So please, please go ahead and hit that subscribe for me. I would like to get to a good number of people so I can start monetizing this bad boy because I don't want to
Okay,
work forever in what I'm doing. So it'd be nice if I can do what I love to do.
yeah,
Um,
I'm making money, so it's
yeah.
there.
Yeah, I got a ways to go though. I'm very at the bottom, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with growing organically. I don't need to buy followers. Or I'm not begging anybody to follow me. Just hopefully, if you watch and listen to something there you might like, and you go ahead and give me a follow and share. And if you want to support me and the pod, buy me a coffee. Well, that's the name of the program. I say buy me a mojito because I don't drink coffee, but the link is below. So you can click on that and donate to the show and support me as because I got stuff, I got equipment in here. Y'all may not see it, but it ain't free. Podcasting is not free.
It is not.
You got to put a lot of money into this. So it is
Mhm.
free to you guys to watch and listen. So if you would love to support $1, $2, $5, 20, whatever you want, I would be happy to accept. So that's all I have. That's all you have. Anything else you want to say?
No,
All
that's
right.
it.
Let us know what your top 10 Brandy songs are, and you will hear from us again. I'm not going to tell you who we got coming up next. You'll just wait around for that, but it's going to be good. So,
As always.
as always, we are out. Peace out, y'all.